Hello and welcome to your monthly TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. We are looking at October 2021. I can't quite wrap my head around that, but welcome. These are your TarotScopes for the month ahead. TarotScopes are released every single month on the last Friday of the month to give you insight, inspiration, and guidance for the month ahead. The videos will remain available to you throughout the month of October and even after that. So if you ever need to come back and watch again, you certainly can do so. TarotScopes, I have put them together to help you with insight, with guidance, with inspiration, looking at various or a few areas of life that I feel is relevant and appropriate for every one of us. So just a little bit of insight into the energies around what you can expect on emotions, what you can expect around finances, and what you can expect around your health, as well as giving you an overall kind of theme for the month ahead. And also, just before we finish off, I like to give a little bit of information as to what to watch out for and what to embrace, what to accept into your life during the month as well. I've had so many people say to me over the last couple of months when they've watched the TarotScopes that they've come back to it sort of closer to the end of the month or partway through the month, just as a reminder, just to sort of check. And there's so much that is applicable and appropriate. And I'm always a little bit blown away as to how relevant it can be for so many different people. I also, when I set up and start recording these videos, I do set the intention that it be applicable to your sun sign, which is your standard zodiac that we're all aware of, your moon sign, and your rising sign. So if you know what your moon sign is, if you know what your rising sign is, you can watch those videos as well, which will help you to have a little bit more information into you, what you're dealing with and what you're going through. All I ask in return, if you do enjoy the content, all I ask is that you click that subscribe button over there. Click the subscribe button, and then if you click the little bell next to it, basically what happens is you will then receive a notification every single time I upload a video. At the moment, my upload schedule is a daily tarot reading, 7 days a week, Monday to Sunday. Actually, I'm lying to you, that's Monday to Saturday, because on Sundays I like to do Oracle Sundays. So Oracle Sundays, we do a little bit more of an in-depth reading. We give a little bit more guidance into the Sunday and into the week coming up. So you can almost look at it as a week ahead kind of forecast energetically. And then during the week, we'll have just a straightforward tarot reading to give guidance for the day. And then every Friday, we'll have something interesting. Normally it's a pick a card. Normally it's a pick a card kind of reading. And the last Friday or Friday of the month will be TarotScopes. And there may be one or two little other things that might crop in over the next month as well. So do be sure to click that subscribe button. And click the bell so that you don't miss anything. And of course, if you want more from me, there's always more. Now I sound like I'm an advert, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm trying to sell myself to you. But if you want more, if you would like to have personal reading with me once a week, do consider joining my YouTube channel members. So just once you've clicked subscribe, just beneath over there, you will find, once you've clicked subscribe, you will find a button that says join. And when you join there on the second or the third tier, every single Wednesday evening, South African time, 7 p.m., I do live readings where you get to ask questions and you get to get instant answers from me. The channel is growing so nicely. I have so many members already, and I love it. It is just, we have so much fun on a Wednesday evening. It's so interactive, it's so fun, and I know that everybody who's part of the club just can't wait for Wednesdays to come along. So let me stop babbling now. I'm finished with my sales pitch. Let's get into your TarotScopes, because that is, of course, exactly why you are here and what you are looking for. So we're going to get started, and I do hope that you enjoy. So as you can see, Sagittarius, I have shuffled and laid out some cards that we're going to be working with today. We're going to start with this one over here, which is going to give you the theme for the month ahead. So the theme for the month of October for all Sagittarius energy. Let's have a look and see what does the month have in store for you. We have got bravely market your magic. So it's about, and that's actually quite interesting, it's about singing your praises. It's about letting people see all that you are, all that you have to offer. Bravely marketing your magic is about letting, when you market something, you put it out for the world to see. You put something on display for everybody who's interested to come and have a look at it and to decide what they want to do with it. And it's your magic. What is your magic? Your magic is your essence. It's the essence of who you are. It's the essence of what you bring, of what you produce, of what you create. It's the magic of you. So you may have been in the past, you may have been sitting quietly in the background, you may have been not really participating or not really letting people see you. You may have been just holding back ever so slightly. And the month of October is going to be about stepping into that. It's about stepping into view, stepping into the limelight so that people can see who you are and what it is that you truly have. What I do like about the little symbol that we have, the little sacred geometry kind of image or icon, it's almost like you with that square in the middle and you are surrounded by a pyramid, and it's the pyramid that offers the protection. It's the pyramid that offers the protection from the elements. Let's just leave it at that way. So don't be afraid of putting yourself out there. Don't be afraid of stepping into the limelight, because you are safe. You are protected. You have this pyramid energy around you, keeping you and keeping you safe and keeping you secure. But it's about, and bravely tells you that it's not going to be easy. Bravely says that you may find it a bit difficult. And let's be honest, none of us want to be put on display so that people can look at us, because we immediately jump to the thought that we're going to be judged negatively. We're so afraid of that. So we would rather stay in the background than step forward and allow people to judge us. But for Sagittarius, for the month of October, you've got to do this. You've got to bravely market your magic, who and what you are. So I think as a theme for the month, I think that's actually quite awesome. I think it's actually quite good. We're now going to go into our tarot, and we're going to start with this top row across here, which is going to give you insight into 3 different aspects or areas of your life, starting with this one over here, which is going to be looking at your emotions. So on an emotional level, what does the month of October have in store for you? And the card we have, I'm chuckling, I'm giggling because it's the Lovers card. And I'm also giggling because this card has appeared in this location, in this position, for another sign of the zodiac. So this is like a deja vu moment for me. And I've had a couple of those this month doing these TarotScopes, I have to be honest. So what is the Lovers card? Considering our theme, considering what's happening here, okay? The Lovers card for you, Sagittarius, is basically saying, recognize, bravely market your magic in your connections with other people. We're not saying that there's a brand new relationship for you. We're not talking about romantic relationships either. We're talking about your emotional connections with other people. And you've actually got to stop putting yourself out there. You've actually got to start letting people see you. Maybe you've been socially a bit reclusive. Maybe you on a social level, on an emotional level, have been holding back a little bit. And this is definitely saying to you, it's actually time to start connecting with like-minded people, starting to connect with people who are the same as you, people who add value to your life. Because that's what I get from this Lovers card. It's about 2 people coming together, not just romantically, but coming together because they are better together than they are when they are apart. But it's about you actually raising your flag and saying, I am in the market for new friends, new social, new romantic relationships, whatever your situation is. It's about recognizing that you need to put your flag up and say, I'm ready. See me, find me, connect with me. Let's do this. Okay. It's not just, so I am going to say to you, Sagittarius, for the month of October, it's about having those special moments with other people, but it's about creating it yourself. Don't just sit on the couch and wait for the invite. This is about you putting the invite out. This is about you opening the door and inviting and welcoming people to come into your space. I am also needing to say to you with the Lovers card, in this place of emotions, that if you are in a relationship at the moment, if you do have a significant other in your life, I think it's important that we maybe spice things up a little bit, okay? Let's add a little dash of spice. Let's add a little dash of excitement into the relationship, because maybe everything's been a little bit one-sided, and it's time that you bravely start marketing yourself. In other words, letting your partner, letting your significant other know how much you value them, how important they are to you, how significant they are to you, and having that connection and just allowing the relationship to become stronger, better, healthier. Okay, so Sagittarius, and so far looking very interesting indeed. We're now going to move on to our next card, and this card that we have here has got to do with your career and your money. So with regards to your financial situation in the month of October, what does Spirit need you to know? What is important and relevant? We have got the Three of Pentacles. Now get excited about the Three of Pentacles because and it might not be very clear, but here we have this little lady. You can see her standing over there, and she is building this flower out of bricks. We have the birds that have come along, and each one is, helping. Actually going to bring it closer to show you because it's actually so cute. Can you see? This little bird is holding a hammer in its mouth, and this little bird is actually bringing bricks. Okay, so they are helping her. She's doing the work. She's actually laying the bricks and she's putting it all together, but she has the help and the assistance of the two birds as well. So what this means for you, okay, so Sagittarius, what this Three of Pentacles means is that you are working hard. You're putting your heart and your soul into your purpose, into your function, into your work. Financially, though, things are starting to come together because if you look at her, she's already done 4 petals. She's only got a little bit left to do. It's almost like she's almost there. She's almost achieved, arrived, and succeeded at completing. But she's so focused on doing the work. She's so focused on achieving everything and doing it that she's not really paying attention to other things. The weather looks like it's changing a little bit in the background, but she's oblivious. She doesn't know. She's so focused on achieving the task at hand. I'm also going to say to you that if there were a crowd of people standing across the bottom watching her, clapping hands and cheering her on, she would be oblivious. She would not even notice. When it comes to our theme for the month, bravely marketing your magic, I think, you know what, you have to put your own stamp of approval onto things. You need to put a little badge, a little logo, a little something there that says, I did this. Okay, be confident in what you've done, of what you've created, of what you've done for yourself, and let people know that it's you. Just like an artist always signs their artwork, as it's not about ownership, I suppose it is, but it's more about just so that people know who created the art. And I do think, Sagittarius, this is what Spirit is saying you need to do when it comes to your money, when it comes to your job, when it comes to your career, with whatever you're doing. Don't forget to sign it. Don't forget to put your name on it and be proud. Be proud of what you've created, of what you've manifested, and what you've done. It's about almost just standing up, being accountable. And when we say the word accountable, we don't mean in a negative sense. We're actually meaning proudly, confidently, securely saying, I did that, I made that, I created that. And I think, Sagittarius, October is the month where you are going to be able to acknowledge all that you've created, all that you've done, and all that you have achieved. And you're going to be proud of yourself. But again, it's about letting other people know. Don't keep all your accomplishments to yourself. Don't keep it all to yourself, because actually it's about putting it out there. It's about letting people know, you know what, that flower, I made that, I did that. And not from a point of ego, not from a point of showing off or bragging, but from a point of happiness, a point of joy, and also about just letting people know that you're actually pretty darn fabulous. Pretty darn fabulous indeed. All right, Sagittarius, we're now going to move on to our next card, and this is the card to talk about your health and well-being in the month of October. So what does Spirit need you to know about your physical health and well-being? And what we have here is the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles, it's a very interesting card, okay? So here this lady stands in front of a fence. The fence is chained and there are padlocks. You can see there are 4 padlocks. The fence is chained, and she's holding onto a house. And you can see that she's got her arms around it and she's like holding onto it. And that's exactly the message of the Four of Pentacles. It's saying, what are you holding on to? Okay? What are you holding on to? What are you not letting go of? And when it comes to your health and well-being, this is a question that only you can answer. So Sagittarius, during the month of October, please do pay attention to your physical state of mind, your physical state of being, and ask yourself, what are you holding on to that maybe it's time to let go of? It could be an emotional thing, it could be a physical thing, it could be whatever, but only you will know that. But there is something that you're holding on to that actually needs to be let go now. All right. And when you do that, when you do let go of that property, that house, that situation, that circumstance, when you do let go of that, physically you're going to feel lighter, stronger, more capable, more fabulous. All right. And remember, let people know when you have let it go, when you have dropped it, reduced it, whatever it may be, whenever you've done that, make sure that you let people know, you know what, I'm not carrying that anymore. I'm not holding on to that house anymore. I'm not holding on to that thing anymore. I've actually let it go and I've moved on. And I think when I look at all of this, for you, Sagittarius, it's about recognizing that this year we've been a little bit stuck, we've been a little bit stagnant, and we are now at a point where we're wanting to progress, we're wanting to move forward, we're wanting to explore new, but we can't unless we let go of something. Okay. And marketing your magic, it's about showing people who you are and that you're not, that you haven't given up, that you haven't stopped, that you're still as fabulous as you always have been. Okay. We have got two cards left across the bottom here, Sagittarius, and these two is what do you need to embrace during the month of October, and what do you need to be mindful of, or what do you need to watch out for in the month. So let's start with what do you need to embrace? What energy do you need to embrace during the month of October? And we have got the gorgeous, and I say that because she really is gorgeous, the Queen of Wands. So here we have this beautiful lady. Look at her peacock skirt that she's got, and she's standing in front of, and she's holding onto this huge, magnificent sunflower. And she's really confident. She's really secure in who she is and what she is. There's so much going on around her. We've got fairies and butterflies and moths and dragonflies and all sorts going on around her. And she knows that she's in control. She knows that she's in charge, and she knows that she's fabulous. She has certainly illuminated herself in this situation. Nobody even notices everything else that's going around her. She is marketing her magic. And this is something that you need to do. And again, she's not doing it from a place of ego. She's not doing it from a place of give me attention. She's doing it because by everybody focusing on her, they're not focusing on the others. And that's what she's doing. She's distracting. Okay. She's distracting. She's gaining attention so that others have the opportunity to replenish their energies and to do whatever they need to do without being criticized or judged. And this is something that you need to embrace during the month of October. Sagittarius, let's have a look at what you need to be mindful of, or what you need to be careful of during the month of October. And here we have is the Two of Wands. So here we have a lady who has climbed onto the roof of a house, and she's sitting quite confidently there. In her lap, she holds the globe, she holds the whole earth, and she's staring at the moon, and she's saying to herself, well, where do I want to be? Where's the best place for me? Do I want to be there, or do I want to be there? She knows that she has the whole world at her fingertips. She has everything that she needs at her disposal, but it's about trying to decide where's the best fit. Where does she actually want to be? So the Two of Wands is the card of, I'm going to call it indecision. Okay, like knowing I need to pick, but so afraid of making the wrong choice that actually we don't make any choice. So she's weighing up her pros and her cons. She's looking at everything that's available to her and trying to decide what's best. And again, when she's considering the changes that need to come about, it's almost like she's not necessarily thinking about herself, but she's thinking about how it impacts everybody else. So if she stays, how does that impact? If she goes, how does that impact? And maybe this is again the theme for your month is about bravely marketing your own magic. Maybe it's about recognizing that people around you, the significant people in your life, will be happy and content with the choices that you make as long as you make them confidently, proudly, and with gusto. And stand tall, you know. So this is what you need to be mindful of, what you need to be careful of. And it's this I want to say this becoming paralyzed between choices and options, becoming paralyzed between what you want, what you need, and what's available to you. It's about making a decision, but it's about making the decision that's right for you and not necessarily for anybody else. All right. So we are not done yet because Sagittarius, I have another deck of cards here. This is actually the oracle deck that goes with this tarot system, all right? So it's the oracle deck, and I want to get an additional card from here. So let's just shuffle, because we're looking at these two. What is it that you need to embrace, and what do you need to be mindful of? And we're just going to ask Spirit for additional clarity, additional information around that situation, so that you can bravely market your magic. What do you need to know? Whoopsie. Okay, apparently that's the card. I thought it was going to go jumping. Let's have a look and see what we've got. To the moon and back. Oh, I love it. So here we have this beautiful lady. It's almost like she's sitting on the moon as a swing, and her skirt is a wing. And it's almost like she's trying to decide where to next. She does have some lovebirds with her as well. So it's card 51, and it is to the moon and back. And isn't that exactly the situation that we have over here? All right, trying to decide where we go. It's interesting that she's looking back. This lady over here, Queen of Wands, she's looking back at us, and these two are almost looking in that direction. They're looking there. They're looking there at the Four of Pentacles, which is the card telling you it's time to let stuff go. All right, it's time to let stuff go. So to the moon and back is about, the commitment that you make for the long haul. When we say to somebody, oh, I love you to the moon and back, it talks about the volume, it talks about the distance, it talks about the magnitude of the energy. And this is what you have to understand. You are stuck with yourself for the long haul. You are stuck with yourself. You are the only body, the only soul, the only person that you have that you can control, that you can help, and that you can move forward with. So it's about recognizing how fabulous you are. It's about recognizing the potential that's available to you. And it's about recognizing that this is your time to shine. This is your time to succeed. This is your time to flourish. So Sagittarius, looks like the month of October is going to be pretty fabulous for you, but it's time that you step into the light. It's time that you allow people to see you for who and what you are. And don't worry about the consequences. Don't worry about people's expectations. Don't worry about people's thoughts, because you know what? Their opinions actually don't matter. As long as you're confident in what you're doing, as long as you are making decisions that are right for you, nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. All right. So Sagittarius, I do hope that you have a fabulous month. You are welcome to come back to this video as often as you need to get a reminder of what's important and significant during the month ahead. Yeah, and from my heart to yours, until we connect again, take care.